Alrighty guys, I'm Morthadon bringing you guys Boruto episode 23. I just got done watching 22 for those of you who may not have heard about it in the last episode. That's why I'm in the same clothes, and this is just watching both things right now, making up for the previous week, and they'll be released on the same day, which you know by now. But real quick, something I want to mention, which I won't mention again. Well, since this series is really long, I might mention it again in a lot of episodes from now at the beginning. But my Patreon is up now, so if you guys are interested in supporting me, or if you're interested in full-length timer-based reactions to all of the shows that I have on my channel, that will be available. I'll be working on new features, and everything as I come up with ideas. I do have one idea, which I don't want to mention because I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet, and I don't even know if people are going to like it, but yeah, that's enough about that. I'm going to do a brief talk about last episode, because I just watched it, and usually I do this talk before the episode, because I want to catch myself up on everything, as well as just, like, quickly going over it. But since I just watched it, I don't really need to catch up. But last episode, we had the big reveal of Sarada's jeans matching Karen's. I don't believe it's the simple answer of she's just Karen's kid and Sakura raised her, for however that went down. I feel like it's more complicated than that. And if you want some of my more in-depth theories, you can go listen to the discussion for the previous episode, and I go in more depth about what I think might have happened. I'm hoping to get answers this episode, but I feel like I'm not going to. I feel like what's gonna happen this episode is, because Sakura is still captured, and Sasuke and Naruto, Chocho, and Sarada are all headed to there, after talking to Orochimaru and finding out, like, where he is, I guess. And so I feel like this episode's gonna be the conflict resolution between Shin and Uchiha, maybe. I don't know how long they plan on having this arc. But if anything, they're gonna rescue Sakura this episode. But I don't know if we're gonna have enough time this episode to have a deep conversation about whether, like, to find out the truth, you know? But I really do hope that Sakura comes clean, this arc, like, within the next few episodes, because I will be really disappointed if she still just, like, hides behind this, like, facade of, you're my kid. Well, I shouldn't say it's facade, because she very well could be, like, her legit kid, and there's some, like, weird Naruto science-y reasons behind it. But anyway, but yeah, Shin was hurt, but he transplanted an organ from one of his little cloned guys, and now he seems better. Sakura's surrounded by blades and not looking great, but our heroes are on their way to save her, and yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this episode. So let's get into it. Alright, and we are gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alrighty, so they are flying. They did, like, I guess, like, by now they're probably used to it, but I'm surprised they're not more like, oh my god, we're flying kind of thing, but they might have been in the air for a while now, so they might be, used to it. Yeah. That's right. They definitely have some explaining to do, though. Okay, so it is... I thought they might have been in a dimension, but no, it looks like it's just a lab somewhere. And they didn't mess around getting there, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. Are they gonna see something in the distance? Are they gonna find her because she just destroyed everything? Fucking Sakura. Kunjo. Man, like, just thinking that we haven't seen Boruto in a while for the show being called Boruto, which is kind of cool. And there's the intro over. Alrighty, back into it. Sakura is such a badass, though. So we got some guards. Alright, so we got a fight on our hands. Oof. She is just going deep. Well, there's got to be a lot of them if there is one for like each of his teeth or something. Oh, Naruto with your wise words all the time. Oh, damn, that was smooth. Holy shit. I'm loving the animation for the fights in Boruto. This is insane. Jesus Christ, guys. This is awesome. She just chucked a giant pillar at him. Oh, with paper bombs! Ooh. That can't be good. Did she manage to, like, substitute or something in time, maybe? Oh, that was a trap. Oh. Interesting. I have a little bit of conflict with that right there. Like, I know those flames never go out, but they never, like, instantly destroyed stuff before. Like, we saw people burn long enough to, like, chop their limbs off and stuff. Not instantly poof. Yeah. She got hit and now he's controlling the blades in her. And there's Sasuke. Oh! Did he just lose a leg? Or was that just a cut? Okay, so he can just obliterate the blades. Aw, love. Oh yeah, he lost a leg. Don't underestimate him. That shit with his arm is cool though. How he like used the blades to form an arm. This is very dramatic. Uh-oh. Wow. Damn. Wait, oh, I see. He made a leg out of the... Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought Sasuke was just looking at his arm, but I see. Alright, so this conflict might not be as simple as I thought it was, maybe. Damn. Yes. Oh, what happened to her? Like, I know she got stabbed in the arm, and that was pretty bad, but... They did talk about her fainting spells. You better go help. Yeah, go help. They just recalled a bunch of his little clones. How is he moving like that? Looked like he was being dragged by something invisible. By his blades? Yeah, I guess he's controlling the blades to drag himself away. Such a weird power. Sorry about that, guys. Wow, they turned on him? Wow, so the clones take down the original, huh? Oh, there's different looking ones now. Holy crap. Okay, so it's not just... It can't just be body parts, then. Alright, Naruto. You're gonna have to do something. You can't just not kill them. How are you gonna capture all of those alive? I guess you can make a bunch of shadow clones. Oh god. I didn't realize... Holy crap, it's huge! I kind of agree with Sasuke on this one a little bit. Like, I understand they're, like, kind of people, but... Oh my god, please don't let her be captured again. Nice. Thank god. I was about to be slightly angry if she got captured again. Oh, yes! Boom! Damn! She inherited her mom's strength. Just a clone, right? Oh, he just caught it. Damn. Ooh. Yes, the imagery. Naruto being as peaceful as ever. Hmm. So was it that easy? Just... Hmm. Seems too easy, but I guess the theme of the show is kind of like talking people down so far, you know? So it makes sense. So are they just gonna go back to the Leaf Village with all of those clones? Jesus Christ. That's so weird. Oh, it's Kabuto! So that's cool. He picked off with, like, what was done for him, like, taken in by, like, his whole backstory thing. He, like, restarted that whole thing. Oh, finally. Did she finally realize that her dad is her dad? Well, I'm glad that's resolved. It was getting a little old. Sarada. Oh my god, really? I don't I don't like it. Screw you, Boruto, for that cheap resolution. Uh, oh, that's cool. They're having a dinner together. Alright. Nice little sweet goodbye. Aww. So he picked up the same habit from Itachi. That was nice. Oh, are they gonna kiss? Nope. Poor Sakura wanted to get some. Alright, so I guess that concludes that arc. I'm gonna save talking about it for the discussion, but I I have my likes and dislikes, and I'll talk about it all in the discussion, of course. Wow. Sorry for that delay. I just realized I kind of left that sentence hanging a little bit, but... I wonder if it's gonna be the last time we have this outro then, because it seems like that whole arc is done now. So I wonder what we're gonna move on to next. Oh, that is awesome! I noticed that. Oh, after credits. This is in preview this time. Alright, so they're just wrapping up that little aspect. Cool. Alright, now that's preview. Alright, so that's the end of episode 23 and the whole arc, I believe. And first off, I want to say that I'm glad I caught on to that ending. So I remember, because I don't think I would have caught on to it if I didn't watch these two episodes back to back, because I just watched the other ending, and I noticed how at the end she was holding her parents' hands, and then she put on her glasses and she was gone, and they were like kind of in like a fighting stance kind of thing, it looked like, and but she wasn't there, but this time she was still holding her parents' hands, and she looked back at the camera and smiled, and that's like it was like a cool like way to show like the resolution to the conflict in the ending. But I just wanted to mention that because I did notice it, even though like I mentioned it during the ending that I saw it real quick. But if you're watching the uncut and not the full length, then I always cut out the ending so you don't see that part. But yeah, so interesting conclusion to the arc. I did not expect it to end yet. I guess I'll start off with the beginning. The fight with Sakura and Shin was awesome. The animation on it was incredible. I really enjoyed it. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. But yeah, I even think like Sakura really shined this arc. I can tell they gave special attention to her because like they skipped over Naruto fighting the little clones for the most part. Like we saw like tiny little clips of him, but it was nothing like spectacular. But Sakura got like the hefty animation and juiciness. Like that was incredible to watch. And I have to admit, the fight scenes are incredible, and I really look forward to what they're gonna do in the future with this show, if they're already this good, you know? But that being said, the arc, I like the whole theme behind the arc, and I like the whole Shin Uchiha thing, but I think the way it was resolved felt rushed and a little weird to me. It was just like, it was like a really cool fight, but then he was still fine. And then they did that really cool swap where she got that strong hit off, but he was still okay, kind of. He was like essentially limping away, except he wasn't limping because he was just being dragged by his blades, but just to be like, to use that term. So he was really hurt and pretty much beaten. But his clones just kind of like went up and stabbed him. Sorry about that. And I'm okay with that, but at the same time, like, it felt like it ended so quick. Like, I thought, like, I guess I thought his threat would be a bit bigger, but I gotta remember that this is only the start of the series. I think because the animation is so good, like, when I rewatched Naruto, and I rewatched it from the beginning, like, the very, very beginning, the animation wasn't super great because it was an older show, and you know, maybe their budget wasn't all there because it was, like, a brand new show in the beginning. But so sometimes I mistake that, like, that this is, you know, farther into the show, but I gotta remember, like, the conflict is probably gonna amp up. So, like, right now, the conflict is just, like, minor stuff. Like, this might be equal to, like, the bridge little mini arc at the start of Naruto where they went on their first mission and, or I guess maybe the Nue thing would be equal to that, but whatever. Either way, like, Sakura got captured, but immediately just got away by punching the ground, basically. And, everyone got there. It was, like, a clean wrap-up. The clones killed the original body. At least, he seemed dead. It's always hard to tell with Naruto. They never actually said, like, he's dead, but assuming he is. And all the clones, all it took was crossing blades with Naruto, and Naruto, like, just basically growled at them with the nine tails, and they were like, alright, we're good guys now. Which felt a little weak. A little weak. But I really like the imagery of Naruto there with, Kurama behind him, just, like, growling and scaring the shit out of a kid. I did think that was, like, a cool bit of imagery. And then we had Sarada doing some cool moves. She managed to dodge the blade that was thrown at her and then land a big hit, which now that we know that she's Sakura's kid, I said it during the episode before I was confirmed, but you know, she got her strength from her mom. Obviously, that strength is something that she kind of learned too, so it's not necessarily like she could have, like, by getting it from her mom. When I said that during the episode, I didn't actually mean, like, passed down in her genes, because Tsunade taught her how to, like, channel her Sakura's, like, chakra to do, like, big hits, if I remember correctly. And I'm guessing Sakura taught her that, or maybe Sarada just picked up on it. I'm not sure. But yeah, she had a cool little bit where she just obliterated that thing that tried to kidnap frickin' Sakura again. And what else happened? I feel like there's a big thing. Well, no. I mean, there's more to talk about. I'm just talking about, like, the fight between Shin right now. But I guess that was really cool seeing that Kabuto, because we knew he was kind of reformed because he had to go through that I can't remember what it's called. The I'm not gonna remember, but went through that thing that Itachi put him under, like a genjutsu that he could only get out of by like basically becoming good, like reforming himself. And we know he managed to make it out of that, but we never knew what he was really up to. So that's cool because in the backstory for Kabuto, we learned that he was like adopted by like a household, like where he's at, where like the people they kind of look like nuns. Um, Sorry if that's like offensive in any way to any kind of religion or anything, but that's just what they kind of look like. Me being an American and just like the black and white reminds me of that. But and they took in all the shins, and I guess they're all gonna get their own names now. I wonder. Something I thought of during the episode is, I wonder if they still age. Do they still grow up? Are they gonna like become adults? And then also, can they have kids? And can their kids get Sharingans? Because technically, that's more Uchihas then, right? Like, the Uchiha clan just, like, is back in action, essentially, now, if that's the case. But because they're clones, I don't know if they can. So, interesting. But that's that for. I don't think I have much to say else about that. It was just really cool to see Kabuto again. We also saw last episode on 22. I didn't mention it, but we saw Yamato, which was cool. I don't really have a lot to say about that, but it was just cool seeing him again. We might have had flashes to him in previous episodes. Maybe not. I don't think so. I think that was our first time seeing him in the series. But as for the Sarada like resolution, I don't like the way they handled it, to be honest. Like, I'm really glad she's Sakura's kid. Don't get me wrong. I'm really glad about that. The thing I have a problem with is they kind of like led us along on this ride of what could be the truth because they seem to be hiding it, and I still think they're hiding something, right? Like, what? Because why is her birth so secretive? Like, they still haven't covered that. But okay, so the only reason I can think of is because Karen said she gave birth to her, and maybe the fact that they're trying to keep it under wraps that Sasuke like had ties to Orochimaru and all his like evil past. So maybe they didn't want to make the connection, because one of the things that was so secretive about Sarada's birth is they wouldn't tell her who gave, like, who the doctor was, essentially, like, who was there when she gave birth. And apparently it was Karen, and maybe that's why it's so secretive, is because they don't want that connection to be known. But it still seems a little weird, and like it felt a little weird the way that was wrapped up. How it was just like all of a sudden, like, oh no, like this guy who so confidently pulled out this umbilical cord instead it was Karen's. Why did he think that? Why did he think that was Karen's umbilical cord in the first place? Like, he knew exactly where to look. So someone must have told him at some point that that's Karen's umbilical cord, right? So why did he think that? Or like why was he told that when it was really I think she said it was Sakura's and Sarada's. Um but I'm still like, I wonder if like they're gonna bring this up again, and I'm gonna be kind of mad if they do, but if they're gonna try to bring it back again and have like more about it in the future, like, oh, she lied, it's not really, it really is hers. But I don't know. Um the way they like just played that off as like a goofy quick resolution felt a little weird to me. But like I said, I am really glad that she is Sakura's kid. And I'm glad that the whole conflict with that is over. Like, I feel like Sarada really like finally had some happy moments because she's been getting like beat on ever since this arc started. Like emotionally bruised through the whole thing. And finally she, had a little bit of happiness. But there's also the whole Chocho thing I'll touch up real quick because I usually cut out a lot of my reactions to what she says because I felt like this whole arc she was just comedy relief. For like the intense situations they wanted to release some of the tension by having her with her like dumb little "you're not my dad" jokes, like or "are you my dad? Are you my dad? Maybe you're my dad. Maybe you're my dad and my mom. What would I regard you as, Orochimaru?" um but all of that, like, I like the few times I laughed at it, I was laughing at how stupid it was, to be honest. And that's just my opinion on it. So I cut out a lot of my reactions to that, and I'm glad that that was resolved this episode. And hopefully, we're not going to get any more of that crap in the future. But I'm curious what we're going to go on to next. We had that cool after credit scene with Boruto saying like thanks for bringing my dad to lunch, and then we also know Sarada's dream now is to pick up the Hokage, um, which is cool. I wonder if that was because of Naruto. I'm guessing it is because it's not like Sasuke is the one to look up to, but Naruto did a lot for Sarada these like few episodes. I guess his whole arc, like he did a lot for her, and his whole thing about like everyone in the village is family and all that, like I think really touched her, and I think that's why she wants to become Hokage. So it's cool seeing Naruto influencing other people's lives like that. And it was also cool seeing Boruto thanking Sarada. And also we had a quick like glimpse of just Boruto's mouth. And when she said she wanted to be Hokage, and I think deep down Boruto wants to be Hokage and follow in his dad's footsteps, but um I think he's kind of suppressing that side of him, which is why he had that like kind of frown, but yeah, so I'm curious where it's going to go on to next. Maybe it's going to get into them like graduating finally. That might not be an arc, because I don't see how they can make that into an arc since it's not like graduating isn't like tournament based or anything like the tuning exams. I can see being an arc, but these ones it's just like, oh, can you do this? And obviously like these kids are far more advanced than or it seems like they are far more advanced than Naruto's generation. which is funny to say that because Shin Uchiha's whole thing was about evolution and how, like, because there's no conflict, there's no human evolution, but there is, it's just not in pure strength. It's more in technology and how they teach their kids. Um, because they're learning to walk on water, they're learning how to walk up walls, which is all stuff that they never did as in Naruto. They did that after they were already getting. Um, so I guess that does confirm that they're more advanced than the first show. But other than that, like because they just like had to make a clone, and like Boruto's already doing shadow clones. I know Naruto picked up shadow clones like super early, but yeah. So I wonder if we're gonna get some like not filler, but some in between episodes of them. I mean, there might be filler. We had filler before with the Sarada episode, like carrying around the teddy bear kind of thing, and the more meaningful filler was the Boruto one where he like went out to dinner with his dad, and we learned about Himawari. Is that her name? I can never remember the daughter's name, Naruto's daughter's name. But when her Byakugan awakened, we got to see that, and that was like some funny moments. So that was a more meaningful filler, but we might get some more stuff like that, and we might get an episode about them graduating, I wonder. Or if we're just gonna keep up this academy stuff through another arc, which I feel like it won't be. I feel like they're gonna graduate, right? Like soon. And I think they set up Sarada's arc because Sarada's probably gonna, like... I think Sarada's gonna be on, Boruto's team. I could be wrong, but it seems like this arc really, obviously, was about Sarada, and it built her up enough that she could be part of, part of his team, and has that like proper backstory set up now, as like a main side character kind of thing. I don't know who else would be on his team. Maybe I mean, I guess the one that would make sense is it's been so long since we've seen him, I'm forgetting names. It started with an M. Crap, I believe it started with an M. The Orochimaru kid, that has like the long stretchy arms. Crap. Wow, I knew all their names so good before, and now that we went through this arc, I can't remember. Shoot. Anyway, I'm sure I'll remember like as soon as I stop the episode. But he might be on his team since his whole thing, like, his whole reason for being there seems to be about Boruto. So, to me, that means that he's gonna be on his team. So yeah, I guess that's like my prediction for their team is gonna be Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki? Was that what it was? Maybe Mitsuki? I don't know. Orochimaru kid. But yeah, so I guess I don't really have much else to say about this episode, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. This whole arc was good. Like I said, there were some weird moments where it felt rushed to the conclusion, but at the same time, the fight between Sakura and Shin was animated so beautifully that I don't even like care how it ended, because I just want to go back and rewatch that fight again because it was animated so good. I really like that. Like, I even like when they just show like the handwork. Like right at the start of the fight, Shin did something where he like I don't even know how he did it, but he like spun his blade around, caught it, like tossed it up, caught it again, and like he kept like doing different moves with it, and you got to see like all that handwork. And I don't remember exactly how it went, like the choreography for it, but it was something that was really cool. I really liked it. But yeah, that is that arc, Sarada's arc. I don't know the name of these arcs, but so far we've had the Nue arc, and I think I always say that wrong, but with the class rep, and now I've had Sarada's arc. So, and I guess I did say that this, like, giving arcs around these characters is building them up to be on Boruto's team, but I didn't predict that class rep was going to be on Boruto's team, unless they're changing things and doing four-man teams, of, like, the kids. And, uh, but yeah, so I might be wrong about that. Who knows? Maybe it isn't gonna be her. Maybe it won't be Sarada since it was also class rep, and it can. I don't think it can be both of them because I think it needs to be. I think Mitsuki, if that's his name, has to be on Boruto's team. I feel like that's just how they've built it up. But anyway, I guess next week we're gonna see what happens in the coming arcs, or what the next arc is gonna be. Maybe we'll get a hint at it, or we'll just see if we have some filler or whatnot, or what goes on. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, bye.